Welcome back to the 6th episode of the Ranger Rundown. I'm Monique Martin.
And I'm Lily Anderson.
We only have one more week until spring break, Rangers.
Before we go on break, let's learn a little more about one of our teachers with Artie and Jacob on this week's episode of Teacher Feature.
When I was in high school, I took a chemistry class. Mr. Hammett was my high school chemistry teacher. And I just really enjoyed working in the lab. I really enjoyed doing chemistry. I found that I was pretty good at it. So I majored in that in college. And when I was in college, I did an undergraduate research program where undergraduates could get into the lab and do chemistry. And I was fortunate enough to do some work that got published when I was an undergraduate. So that was exciting. I found that I liked organic chemistry because in organic chemistry you get to build molecules, and that was something that kind of appealed to me, the idea of building something. So then I worked in the pharmaceutical industry for about 10 years, developing medicines for different diseases. So cancer, some neurological diseases, some metabolic diseases, so like diabetes and things like that. I really enjoyed that, but I'd always had a dream to get a PhD in chemistry because I really like chemistry. So I left the pharmaceutical industry, sorry, to pursue a PhD, and I did that at the University of Pennsylvania, and got my PhD in organic chemistry. After that, I worked at UT Southwestern, working on cancer drugs, and that's where I was able to develop a molecule that actually did pretty well in mice, in stopping cancer in mice, and we were able to patent that. So it was really exciting. I got to work with a lot of really great people at UT Southwestern. I was on a really good team of oncologists and other chemists, and we were able to develop that compound. It was for non-small cell lung cancer, which is a real need in the cancer area. In the future, a drug company could license that molecule and develop it into a drug. In its current state, it probably wouldn't be a really good drug. There's a lot that goes into making a drug. It has to have the right properties and everything. So things that work in mice don't necessarily always work in humans. If a drug company did that, they would, I believe they could make that into a pretty decent drug for non-small cell lung cancer. Yeah. This is one of the things you'll find out if you go into scientific research. Funding goes up and down. So our funding was on a down curve. So several people in my lab had to find other jobs. And so I had several friends that had become teachers. Several friends that I had worked with in the same lab had become teachers. And they told me that there was still a real need for science teachers. Over the years, I've been told that I explain things really well and that I'm really patient. So I thought, well, maybe I have the right characteristics to be a good teacher. So I decided to pursue that. I just enjoy working with the students. I enjoy meeting a lot of new people. That was something in the lab, something I didn't really get to do a lot. You're kind of stuck in the lab. You don't get to talk to a whole lot of different people. But here I get to talk to, 30 different people in every class. So I really enjoy that aspect. And I also enjoy just my fellow teachers, just working with them. And, I just have great coworkers here, and we all kind of have a common goal we're all working towards.
I've never known that Dr. G had such a cool story.
You know what else is super cool?
What?
Our basketball team's playoff run.
Uzair has more on this.
Let's go check it out.
The Ranger boys and girls basketball teams have had intense last few weeks. Both teams have led the district in rankings and finished co-district for this season. Juniors Julian Laird and Marvin Mims, along with seniors Isaiah Lewis, have led the boys to a 16-2 season, while the senior girls Mia Deck and Adriana Casada led the girls to a 17-1 season, where they are ranked top 10 in 5A for most of the season. Both teams entered the playoffs, where the girls advanced to the regional finals and the boys are heading to the area championship.
Yeah, I mean, our first goal is to, win district, and we were able to do that. And I feel like going 16-2 in district when you have 18 games, it's hard to, especially when it's hard to beat a team twice. You have to play every team twice. So I feel like we've been doing pretty good and exceeding our goal this year.
Through drills and weight room and things, we've been able to grow closer as teammates, gotten to know each other a lot more, and it helps with the chemistry that we can be able to perform at our best in games.
This year, becoming more of a leader, that's been the biggest impact because Isaiah is our captain, helped lead everybody through the season. All of our practices are hard work, a lot of competing and a lot of team drills and stuff, a lot of skill work.
The girls have been a powerhouse of a team. With going 17-1 in district play and going to the regional finals, they have scored 57.3 points per game and have made over 1,800 points this season. Seniors Adriana Quezada and Mia Deck powered this offense, but also the defense. Both girls averaged 5.5 defensive rebounds. However, the juniors have also contributed to the high-scoring games. Reagan Irby and McKenna Long add 4.8 points per game on average. Through the last few weeks, the girls are able to beat multiple powerful teams and advance to round 5 of the playoffs, where they face Frisco Liberty. The two teams battled it out and Lone Star held the lead for most of the game. However, Liberty was able to score a 3-pointer the last 2 seconds to tie the game and later won in overtime. We want to congratulate the Rangers on a successful season.
Keep up the good work, Rangers.
Next, Anna and Monique have a behind-the-scenes look on our pep rallies.
I mean, we've got basically a format that our pep rallies run from week to week, and it's essentially, where, we recognize all of our competitors for that week. We do the Star Spangled Banner. We have a performance by our cheerleaders, a performance by our band, and a performance by our Rangerettes. The band, we generally just say, hey, you're getting this time, put on a show. Let's get everybody excited for this week's game and let them pick the song.
Sydney and I, the two captains, we're the ones who come up with the basic outlines of the pep rally. So we come out with the dance, the music, and it's all based off the theme of the pep rally and how we interpret it. And then a lot of the girls on the team are actually competitive cheerleaders, so they like to take stunts from some of their routines and then teach it, so we can incorporate some really cool stunts for you guys. We just get inspired by things that we see, and we try to pick music that everybody likes and everybody knows, so that they can have fun at the pep rallies just like us.
Most of the time we make up the music first, and then we go based off the music or a theme. So this theme was the player versus gamer, and since we had the jump ropers, we wanted to incorporate a swing stunt into the pep rally, just to make it more fun.
Here's the thing on Spirit Stick. So a lot of times I try to get a coach who's in season during that time. This year, probably far and away, we've had across the board the most school spirit in terms of being competitive with the Spirit Stick, which is super exciting. I love it. When you're trying to get the Spirit Stick, it's about two things. It's about the number of students that you can get excited and cheering loudly, and it's about the length of time that you can keep them cheering for. If you watch the 2019-2020 students this year, it really has gone back and forth in a lot of ways, kind of based on how long they've been able to sustain the cheering on that. And so it's been really fun. So the reason why the jump ropers came on this week is because this was the pep rally that we decided was going to fall on Legacy Week. Legacy Week is run through our student council, and we just asked the student council, okay, you've got something, do you want to do a game? Do you want to try and have a special guest in? Do you want to do some kind of performance of something? And they asked for the jump ropers, just because this past year was the 4th year in a row that we've had the jump ropers. Every year it's a huge success. Our students are so supportive of those kids, and they love coming here.
This was our competition hip-hop routine, so we had a choreographer come in. She's from Madison, so we had her at team camp as well.
And we usually go to team camp and we'll learn all football routines there, and sometimes we'll learn a hip-hop routine, but usually all of them are either choreographed by choreographers or by our coaches.
We usually learn it in about, usually we'll have after-school practice from 4:30 to 7:30, which is when we learn this one.
But yeah, and then it takes us about 2 days to clean it, which just means like making it look all like uniformed and all together. I also like before the pep rally, before everybody comes in, we usually get into a circle and do a prayer circle, which is really nice because like after all of our practices, like coming together and just being there together.
Our Rangers sure do have some school spirit. Recently, ASL students participated in National Deaf Awareness Week, where they couldn't talk for a whole day. Sydney and Maddie have more on this.
Hi, my name is Michaela.
Hi, I'm Tyler Kolarski.
Hi, my name is Gretchen Warren.
Hi, my name is Blue Pickerel.
Hi, I'm Catherine Lorenz, and I'm participating in
National Deaf Awareness Day.
What do you expect to get out of this experience?
I expect to kind of see how a deaf person lives, kind of live life through a deaf person's eyes for 24 hours, and kind of experience the type of like hard times or little bumps in the road that they have to deal with every day.
To be able like to have a glimpse into the life of like not being able to hear anything and like not being able to listen to music.
Like just to know what comes with deafness and how it feels to be excluded.
So what do you think is going to be one of the most challenging parts?
I think one of the most challenging parts is going to be not listening to music, not watching TV, not listening.
I think my friends will be confused. I probably won't be able to communicate with them. Most people in the world can't sign, so it's going to be kind of difficult.
Going like a whole 24 hours without music might drive me crazy.
Let's hope I don't work on that day, but if I do, probably working.
The hardest thing is going to be probably communicating with my teachers.
Are you looking forward to this?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
I'm really excited.
Good morning. It's already very hard. I want to talk, but I can't. It is currently 8 a.m. I am at school right now. It's pretty boring. I don't like it. I can't talk with my friends. Makes me very sad. So now I am going to dance. Today was bad. It was very hard to communicate. I am home from dance. It was fun. It was still hard. I'm gonna go to sleep now.
Overall experience, your experience, stuff like that.
It was really hard. I mean, people didn't want to talk to me as much because they actually had to put an effort to get what I was saying.
My overall experience was probably pretty frustrating and difficult because I'm a person that likes to talk, and that was really hard for me.
Part of your day.
I don't think any of it was really easy.
What was the hardest part of your day?
The hardest part was not being able to communicate with my friends like I do on a daily basis.
Well, my family was arguing at dinner, and I wanted to voice my opinion, but I couldn't.
No music, because I'm one of those people, I fall asleep to music, I get ready to music, I go through my entire day listening to music.
How did that make you feel throughout the day?
It made me feel sad, maybe feel left out, maybe kind of feel embarrassed a little bit.
When they ignored me, I didn't take it personal because, I was deaf. They had nowhere to talk to me.
No.
Yeah.
Excited? No.
Not really, because, I've done it once, and so I feel like I'm over it. I'm good. I've had my fair share of it.
Don't forget to follow our Twitter account at LSHS Broadcast to see sneak peeks of upcoming broadcasts and games.
Signing off for the Ranger Rundown, I'm Lily Anderson.
And I'm Monique Martin. Have a marvelous Monday, Rangers. Bye.